Has Millie Bobby Brown always been this talented and cool? Was the 16-year-old a born Hollywood star, or did she go through an awkward phase just like the rest of us? What hit medical drama did she star in before Stranger Things? Millie got her big break in Stranger Things, as we all know, but back then she was just 12 years old, although she had been in the industry for a couple of years by that point. In 2013, she starred in the ABC show Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, playing the role of young Alice. Look how cute she was. She would have been around 8 or 9 years old at that point, and she was already acting like a pro. So it kind of looks like Millie was born to be this huge megastar, right? Let's rewind the clock. The queen of our screens was actually born in Marbella back in 2004 to British parents, Kelly and Robert. The Browns are a super tight family and ended up moving back to Britain when Millie was about 4 years old. But it wasn't an accident. Millie's parents knew that their daughter was hella talented and wouldn't get the chances she needed out in Marbella, or as it turns out, England. The Browns moved again to Hollywood a few years later. Millie's dad later said, "My other children would watch cartoons, but Mill watched musicals. Chicago, Moulin Rouge, Annie, and Bugsy Malone. She'd belt out a tune. She was performing from day one." Seriously, if Millie's Amy Winehouse impression is anything to go by, then we can believe it. Girl has got some serious game. It wasn't that long before Millie got cast in Once, and she even had a guest role in Grey's Anatomy. Of course, when Stranger Things came knocking, it completely flipped the script on Millie's life. She went from being a budding performer to a legit superstar overnight. Everyone was talking about the Duffer Brothers series like it was the next best thing, and there was one person they were talking about more than the rest. We'll give you a hint. It starts with an M and ends in E. Our girl completely rocked it, but she had to shave her head for the part. Gone was the kid with the beautiful long hair, and here was a balding 11. When asked, Millie said she really couldn't give two rats about cutting her hair for the part. It was her mom who had an issue with it. Mills told Elle, "My mom's like, no, that's not happening." And I was like, "Mom, you need to chill out. It's gonna grow back." My mom was against it, and me and my dad were like, "Come on, it's fine." 4 seasons later, and Millie's character 11 has hair again. As a result, Millie is looking less like a little kid and more like a young woman, thanks in part to the wonderful, spectacular Enola Holmes. It's crazy to think that just a few short years ago, none of us knew who Millie Bobby Brown was. And now she's not only a huge actress, but a talented producer. Millie plays the lead character of Enola Holmes in the 2020 Netflix movie, but she was the one who got the picture made in the first place. Without her, it would have never been picked up. She made it happen. Honestly, this girl can do no wrong, and she's come such a long way. Millie's Instagram has also got a little more of a TikToker social media influencer vibe than it did a couple of years ago. After all, she's not a kid anymore. She's sweet 16. Millie has teamed up with some huge brands, including Vogue and her own skincare line, Florence by Mills. So many young teens would let this kind of success go to their heads. But not Millie. Sure, her appearance might have changed, but Millie has always remained super dedicated to her family and thankful for everything they've done for her. She always shows a little love on the ground for her parents, sharing sweet throwback snaps or saying how much she adores her grandma. We could all take notes from her, couldn't we? So, did Mills have an awkward phase? Did she have some questionable looks lurking in the back of her Instagram feed? Well, no. Millie was born to be great, and let's face it, for most of her teen years, she's had the help of a personal stylist, which probably helps to avoid serious fashion mistakes. If only we were all that lucky. But hey, you can't win them all. What do you think? Was Millie just destined to be who she is? Or is it just plain luck? Let us know in the comments.